What is up, people? It is your boy Chenzalo. Today is a great day. Today is a very special day for me. Another milestone in my Costa Rica life. Today is 6 years that I have been in this country. Today, and it all started right here in this house right here. If you guys can see, downstairs apartment right there. I don't know if I did any videos back then. I think you could see on my Facebook a lot of pictures and stuff like that, but I don't think I was even making videos yet. But man, it started right here in this house right here 6 years ago. I got on a plane this morning, early this morning, 6 years ago, and I got here, man, I don't even know how long it took because we just got through a hurricane. I couldn't even tell you what hurricane it was at this point, but it was a hurricane literally probably 3 or 4 days before I got here. Crazy situation. I actually had to call the airport to make sure they were even sending flights out because I didn't know what was going on. And the roads were crazy messed up. I talked to the cab driver and he's like, man, 3-4 days ago it was nothing, but now it's like, you know, it was absolutely crazy coming down here in the cab ride down here. But man, to just think about, I was thinking about it all night last night, just thinking about the experience that I had, the experience that I went through getting here, my first time out of the country of the United States and coming to a country that I didn't even really know. Five years before that, I didn't even know where it was on the map. If you would have asked me 12 years ago, 10 years ago, where Costa Rica was on the map, I probably couldn't be able to tell you. And here I am, 6 years later, still in this country. Wow, it's just such a beautiful thought. Just, I woke up this morning feeling good. It's a good day for a fiesta, good day to drink a beer. We'll probably do that in a little while. But man, I mean, this was the house right here. Looks like somebody might be renting it. I've been trying to find out if I can talk to this lady so I can get her information. So if you guys want to rent it, you're more than welcome to. But man, Quebradas, Costa Rica, Quebradas, San Isidro, Perez de Leon, San Jose. It's funny because my buddy asked me when I first moved here, he's like, where exactly do you live? And I was like, well, it's Quebradas, but it's San Isidro, but it's Perez de Leon, but it's in the Provincia. It's in the province of San Jose. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you where I live. I was so new to this country. I was so new to everything. Even now, I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you where this place is. I don't know why it's so many different names, but that's just how it is here in Costa Rica. Come on, girl. And man, so one of the funniest things happened, because I mean, I'm right there, right? So right here was a pulperia, as we call it. It's a store. Well, pulperia basically is like a very small store. It's a tienda, as we call it, but a small store that just sells like the basic essentials: eggs, milk, beer. Of course, that's essential. But right here was a pulperia, and my house was right there. So like, obviously, how cool was that to be able to come here, go to the store? But my first day, I came out of this, you know, not my first day. The first day I woke up, I come out and I come here to grab some eggs and some, you know, morning breakfast things that you need to get your day started. Now, first off, I walked in this place just mind blown. I like just being like, wow, I'm in Costa Rica. You know, it's like that wake up, because I got here late at night. So like by the time I got here, it was kind of dark and things were kind of closing down and everything else. So I didn't really get to experience the life here. But then I got here in the morning and I was like, wow, like this is Costa Rica. But besides that, so I'm standing here. So standing right here was this gringo dude. He had this long blonde hair, long white hair, and you know, just like an old school rocker dude, you know. And I'm walking up and he goes, what's up, gringo Rasta? Where you from? And I started talking to him, and just so happened that he lived right across the river to where I'm staying at now, at my buddy Al's house. So it's just so crazy how, like, from the second I got here, from the get-go, things just went full swing into my life, you know what I mean? Like, really just happened, everything happened for the right reasons here. So it was absolutely so super cool just meeting him, and then meeting the guy that actually owns the house, because he was renting just like I'm renting. Basically the guy that owns that house, he goes to Canada for 6 months and then comes here for 6 months, so he needs somebody to watch the house, somebody he trusts, somebody he knows that's not going to rob him. He can, you know, trust that's going to pay the bills and pay the water and pay the electric. So basically what happened was, once he left, I met the guy that actually owns that house, and then from that point on we linked up, and then I was able to rent that house later on. But man, it's such a cool situation, man. So I mean, I don't know, this is a house now, but it used to be a little store, which is cool. Right now we got some crazy things going on. We got a lot of trucks happening at the bridge here. They are putting up this big digger. Every day they've been digging out this river. This river is like, I don't know, I guess every year it just gets higher and higher and higher. So this year they just went and put this digger down there. They're just digging out this whole trench here, making it nice and smooth for the rainy season. Still bien? And you know, my man's over here working. But yeah, this is like where it all started, right here. This is it. This bridge, I mean, if you go back to my first YouTube video, it all started at this house, but that's where it actually started, over here at this other house. And man, I'm just super excited to still be here. Super, you know, like I couldn't sleep last night. I was literally like up in my mind all night long, just going like, wow, I can't believe it's been 6 years. I'm still here, and a lot of people don't make it 6 months, you know? I freaking love you guys. I freaking love you guys. I mean, imagine your first time in Costa Rica, right? You could be anywhere. You could be up in the mountains, so far away from water and running water, and in the trenches of Costa Rica. There's a lot of places that are in the trenches. But I came to Quebradas, and really, I hold this place dear to my heart because the people here, man. I mean, now that I've been here for 6 years, I've noticed that not every place is the best place in Costa Rica. Not every place shows you the love that you get in certain places, you know what I mean? You might wind up in some really just not fun place, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was cheap, so you wind up going there, but then the people you met were just really not good, and they tried to get you, and they saw you were a gringo, so they tried to get some money out of you. That never happened to me here. That never happened to me here. I mean, it happened to me in Costa Rica, I'm sure a couple times people tried to, you know, saw me as a gringo, and every once in a while you'd meet somebody and you'd be like, you don't have my best interest, you know what I mean? But everybody in this town had my best interest. They all had my back. They never tried to get me for anything that I didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, nobody ever tried to get me here. That's what's so amazing about this area here in Quebradas. Such a beautiful little spot, man. It really is. So if you guys are coming down to Costa Rica, I always suggest, try Quebradas, try San Isidro, try somewhere around this area, because beautiful people, man. Really beautiful people. Nobody is out here to get you. They all got their own money. They don't care. And I gotta say one thing about Quebradas too, man. They hold themselves to a standard. That's one thing I've learned in the last 6 years, is that I haven't found another place like Quebradas since I've been here. You know, you got like Uvita and stuff, but it's all gringos. This place is like gringo money, but all ticos. I mean, there's a lot of gringos here too. There's not a lot, but there's some gringos here too. But man, this is all like tico money, but good money. Like, they knew what they were doing. They held themselves to a standard here. You don't have shacks. You don't have bums. You don't have, like, there's signs when you pull into Quebradas that say, if you rob, we are legally allowed to beat your ass. Like, there's literally signs that say that. They hold themselves to a standard here in Quebradas, and it was such an amazing experience to come here, and now to look back at it 6 years later and be like, wow, now that I know what Costa Rica is and I know where it's at on the map, and I know like the situations, and I know you can get into this situation, I know you can get into that situation, I know you can go to this place and just not be in a good area. To know that I was absolutely just put into this place for whatever reason. I have the hires above. There's a lot of hires above. There's a lot of people above me watching after me. So they put me in the right place at the right time. All that said, really just super happy to be here. Super happy to still be here for you guys. Show you guys my life. Give you the inside look of what Costa Rica is really about. And man, I just woke up so happy today. I really did. There's a lot of times in Costa Rica where you have your ups, you have your downs, and you know, that was all going through my head last night. All the ups and downs that I've had in the last 6 years. Things, you know, aren't always pura vida, for sure. You know, you think you're gonna move to a new country and everything's just gonna be perfect, and unfortunately a lot of people, they move here and then the first 6 months they just move to the wrong place, and the people saw them as money. They saw them as gringos. They saw them as like, where can I get this money from? And I don't know if it's because I'm a younger dude and like I have dreadlocks and it just doesn't look like I have money, because obviously I don't. But you know, obviously if you come here and you know, you buy a big house, you got this big property, people are gonna be like, yo, let me be your gardener, let me be your guy, you know what I mean? Because they want your money. But there was none of that with me. It was just like, oh, he's a Rasta, he likes to smoke, let's get him stoned and see what he's all about. And that's kind of the life I lived for the last 6 years, man. And I don't know, I mean, it's not this way for everybody, for sure. For sure it's not this way for everybody. But it was this way for me, and man, I'll tell you what, like I said, I could not sleep a wink last night because I was just in my mind going, oh my God, I can't believe 6 years ago, I woke up, I was at the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning. We woke up at 2 o'clock to go to JFK airport. Boom, got there, boom, at 5 o'clock, we jumped on a flight. I don't even know what time we landed in Costa Rica, but we didn't actually get to the house till late, almost like probably 4:30, just about dark, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, just because the roads were so crazy after the hurricane. And just to think, I've been up and down that same road, you know, so many times. I've never seen it as crazy as I saw it the first day I got there. So it's just, man, I'm so happy. I can't get the smile off my face. I'm sorry. I love you guys so much. This is such a cool situation for me. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to still be here 6 years later. Man. 6 years. 6 years. And what makes it so much more authentic is that, like, I just know that a lot of people don't make it 6 months. Like I said, it's terrible because they go into wrong places, they come in with the wrong idea, they come in, meet the wrong people, and people just try to get them for what they got, and they fall for it. And I fell for it too. I mean, the second I moved in, like the second I dropped in, you know, little story time. When I first got here, 6 months before I actually got here, so let's just say 6 months before this day today, I found that house up in Quebradas for rent. And I called, you know, I sent the lady a message, or I called, I don't remember what I did exactly, but I said, let's just say I sent her a message and I said, hey, I want to come and stay at that house, but I'm not going to be there for 6 months. And she said, that's fine, you just need to give a $400 deposit. It was $400 a month with a $400 deposit. So I gave her the $400, and I had no idea if I was ever gonna meet her, if I was ever gonna find the house. Like, I had no idea. I was just like, whatever, that's half of my rent in New Jersey right now. Let me give you the $400 now, and in 6 months I'm in Costa Rica. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Even if I get there and there's not a house, I'll figure it out from that point. So I gave her the 400 bucks. I get off the airplane. She said she aligned a taxi for me. Taxi was there. I was like, okay, this is looking up. We're on the up and up here. And then boom, we show up at the house, and there she is standing outside. I'm like, wow, this is actually happening. So I give her the $400 for the rent. She tells me I gotta pay the taxi $250 plus a tip. And I said, you know, what's a tip? She said, like $100 is normal. I'm like, Fuck, $350, okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter. At this point, I'm here, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And now that I look back at it, I'm like, well, I way overpaid the taxi. Shouldn't have given him a $100 tip. Shouldn't have paid him $250 to drive down that mountain. I mean, it did take us a while, but it's just, that's not the price. That's like the price if you're going from San Jose all the way down to Uvita, which is another like hour and a half, 2 hours. Doesn't matter. It didn't matter at the time, and I knew that it was all gonna work out. And it did work out, man. It freaking worked out. Here I am, 6 years later. Wow. Couldn't be happier. Could not be more excited. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. So I decided to come down to the city, take Kaya for a walk before the rain comes, try to put myself back in the hustle and bustle feeling, you know, put me back 6 years ago when I first came here, just walking around the city feeling like a newbie. But that's a really hard feeling to duplicate, you know. It's like I'm not a newbie. I know this city. I've seen the best and the worst of it already. So, but man, it just feels good to get down here. There's not many people down here, honestly, but it is the end of the month. You know, they get paid on the 1st, it's 15th, so it's not, you know, at the end of the month, nobody's really around, nobody's doing anything. So, but we're gonna just walk around, just get back in the feeling, get back in the feeling of things. We are down here at the Central, at the park. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Got the church right here behind us. Just taking some photos, taking some video. The rain is coming, man. I don't know if you can see this in the background, but I got very minimal time and I got my Jordans on, so I'm definitely not trying to get stuck in the rain. But just wanted to get down here, feel the vibes down here in the park, in the Central. Just beautiful down here right now. It's super cool, not too hot. The sun just keeps on dipping behind the clouds. Kaya's having a blast. What up, Kai? Man, I just gotta I gotta watch the time because that rain is on the way. We are being surrounded by white clouds, so I'm probably gonna end this now, head back to the car, and I'll see you guys back at the house. Let's go. Go post, go post. Let's get you guys in here because, man, I just got myself some hood chicken. The best chicken you can get in Costa Rica. Check this out. And it's not just like little piece of chicken. That's a big, you know, look at the size. I mean, compared to my hand, that's a big piece of chicken right there. Man, I appreciate you guys so much. The rain is coming down. We are getting thunder. We are getting lightning. We might get a power outage, so I want to end this soon before we have no more power in the house. I can't get the smile off my face. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. It's all about you guys, not me. It's not me. It's you guys. Yo, Pura Vida.
You.